you how I make a little dip or salad dressing. You can use this for anything. Today I'm going to use it for chicken kebabs. I have used all different kinds, but I have not used this recently. I bought this a long time ago. I mean, this is new. I just bought it last week. But I also was buying it a long time ago when I first lost my original 100 pounds. And I used to use it quite a bit back then. And I actually did use it with the zero non-fat Bahi yogurt as well back then. I loved it. It makes a really good dip. I'm also going to use it with some chips today. But you can use a whole package in this tub. Just pour this whole thing in and stir it up. Or you can do like I'm doing and just make a single serving. Unless I'm going to a party or somewhere where I know this is going to get all eaten, this big of a tub, I usually do not use the whole thing and make the whole tub. Like I said, unless I'm going to a party or I'm having a party or something. Otherwise, I just make one serving, and that way I can leave the other yogurt for making pudding or use for sour cream or whatever it is I want to use it for. Besides dip or dressing. Now, I didn't get it out, but I will leave the rest in here that I don't use, but I will still put the whole thing in a small sandwich Ziploc bag, and then I'll put the whole thing in this box, back in this box. This is a brand that sometimes is sold at Walmart, and definitely the first place I seen it almost 20 years ago was at some specialty shops in Branson, Missouri. It was at like some tea specialty shops, believe it or not. And I got really kind of hooked on it there. This particular box I bought literally at a what do you call it? Like a home type store. Like it's called Menards. It's kind of like Lowe's or Home Depot. They have a little grocery section and they have stuff like this. They have my favorite salsa brand there too. So that's what I was there for, salsa. They also sell almost all the products of Watkins, and I like a lot of the Watkins stuff. So who knew, you know, at the home improvement store. So usually on the Hidden Valley Ranch, I use a teaspoon, but I'm thinking less on this one. I'm going to read real quickly the instructions. And it has different recipes. Like you could put this on raw chicken breast and grill them and different things like that too. Okay, it says 1 pouch for 8 ounces of sour cream. So you'd want 2 pouches if you were doing this whole tub, because this tub is a lot. This tub is more than 16 ounces. I thought it was 16 ounces. It's 35 ounces. Oh my goodness. Okay. So anyway, I'm not going to use that much. I'm going to call it about a third. I hope you can see that. About a third of a teaspoon. And then I'll taste it and see. And this is Cugino's brand. Cugino's. I already opened this before starting. I took off the little wax paper that's on top. Now that we, as Weight Watchers Freestyle, no longer count, well, we count it, but count it as 0 points for the, sorry, my kids are coming in the front door too. No longer, it's only counted as 0 points for the non-fat plain Greek yogurt. I don't really measure it like I used to. I used to weigh it. This probably cannot fit more than a third cup though. And I'm not even probably going to have that much. It's probably going to be about a quarter of a cup. But one thing you can do with dishes that you use a lot, get your measuring cups, measure and see how much it holds. And then you know, for future reference, instead of having to get out your measuring cup every time, you just know that this holds a third a cup. Or a fourth of a cup. Or a half a cup. Or whatever the dish holds. Okay, I said I wasn't going to fill it up, and I did. So now, I think I'm going to have to use a spoon. I should have used a spoon to begin with. I don't really want to put it on my cabinet, but I do. And these are my clean dishes over here. I just washed them. We still live in the dark ages without a dishwasher. So I have to hand wash the dishes, and this is where they dry. Now, I'm not sure if I have had, I am sure I've had the garlic Smarlic before, but it's just been a long, long time. It's been, I would say over 10 years since I've had this brand. Because my dad really likes the All-Star brand, but they only sell it at our home show once a year, so you got to kind of like get enough for the whole year or do a mail order, and that's kind of a pain. So when I seen this, I used to buy it, like I said, when I'd go to Branson, Missouri, I would go to this little tea shop that still is there actually. It's a little tea and gift shop called Mulberry Mill. And, trying to think. I know the owner's name, but it's out of my mind right now. I think it's Brad. That doesn't seem right. But anyway, if you ever go to Branson on your vacations or whatever, and you can't find this anywhere else, this is still sold at Mulberry Mill. I know last time I went, just last October, that he was still selling it. And he often has like samples of it too in the store. Brad is not his name though. I can't think of his name. I can see his face in my mind's eye, but I can't think of his name. But anyway, it's Mulberry Mill, and it's right on the strip. And let me just see here. And my hands are clean. I just washed them. And I'm going to be eating this for lunch, so I'm going to go ahead and use this spoon to taste test. I'm not serving it to anybody else but myself. I can still see a little chunks of the powder, so that's why I went ahead and thought I was done, but I'm stirring a couple more times so I can get those little powder. Okay. And it's kind of all over. I can definitely taste the garlic. But I can also, the yogurt is a little overpowering still, so I'm going to add like a 1/4 teaspoon more. So all together, you may want to start with a 1/2 teaspoon, but you can, like I said, start small, and then you can always add more. And this is just getting all over. This is not I overfilled the bowl, obviously. Okay, I think this looks better. And this is probably like 3 ounces, and it says 8 ounces per package. So I'm still going pretty low on the proportions, probably. Trying to be economical here. Try to use as little as possible to get the flavor I want that way. Again, economics, people. Get more uses out of it. And it's just everywhere. Okay. Like I said, I'm the only one going to be eating this for lunch. Much better. Okay. So I would say I'm going to use probably 3/4 teaspoon for this much when I make it from now on. That's really good, and this makes a good dip. It's kind of messy, I know right now, but anyway, this is what it looks like. It's kind of pinkish, which I don't know why they would make the garlic Smarlic pinkish, but it is. But it tasted really good, what I tasted here. And there's a lot of other flavors by this company. I'm going to wash my hands right here just a second. a little OCD about stuff being on my hands. Okay. Next. So anyway, I'm going to be using that on some chicken kebabs that I'm making for lunch. But also, these Quest chips, I find that they are a little protein tasting. They're very high in protein though, but you can taste the protein powder. Flavor-wise, I like the Weight Watchers chips better. Filling-wise, these are much more filling. I find that using a dip like this, like I've been using the ranch powder and making this kind of dip, helps cut some of that protein powder taste. So I'm going to be doing that for lunch today. These and chicken kebabs. And that's what I'm using it for. And I hope that helps give you some more options. And this is a 0-point option. 0 points. Because this is only 5 calories a serving. And it serves, well, it says 16. So 1 pouch serves 8. And there's still quite a bit in there. At most, what I have in here is 10 calories, I bet. At most. I'm doubting it's even 10 calories worth in there. Because there is at least 2 teaspoons left in here. So, could be 10 calories. But even at 20 calories, that's not much. And it scanned as 0 for me. And then your yogurt is 0. Just make sure you get the plain, non-fat Greek yogurt, and it's 0. So a 0-point dip, dressing, whatever you want to use it for. You could use this on salads too. You could thin it out with a little water, thin it out with a little salsa. Be a wonderful dressing. But anyway, hope that gives you some ideas, something to do that's 0 points and stretching. The protein's going to help you be full longer, and the flavor's going to help it not get so boring.